Good morning. Today is a big day. First expedition for the boys. We are going to Tigre. Now, if you don't know what Tigre is, in Buenos Aires, it's outside of Buenos Aires. It's called the Tigre Delta. It's like a river with a bunch of boats, and we're actually staying in the cabin, so it should be interesting. So I'll bring you guys along. We'll be in the city for a couple of hours in Tigre exploring that. Then we're getting on a boat ride to go to our cabin, which is on like some remote island. So we're gonna be able to see the Argentinian stars tonight, and yeah, it should be interesting. But if you guys have not been to Tigre before or have heard of it, it's a nice little day trip outside of Buenos Aires that a lot of people take. Hear really good things about it. So that's what we're gonna be doing. So we're gonna finish up packing here. We're gonna take you along the trip, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm excited. Good little expedition for the boys. It'll be us and a few girls that we know as well. So it should be fun hanging out in the sun, hanging out by the river, and exploring Tigre. So bring you guys along. Let's go. We've made it to Tigre. The man, the myth, the Casanova is here. We don't really know what part of Tigre we're in. We're also trying to find coal for the cabin. We'll keep you guys updated. So this is the main area of Tigre. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to be exploring a whole lot over here, but to be honest, from what we have seen, it is just kind of a nice city on the riverbed. And there's restaurants, there's places to go all over. Boom, boom. So what we're actually going to be doing is we are taking a boat to the cabin. And so, as you'll see, there's boats out here. You end up having to, if you're not staying exactly on Tigre, then you're on a 30-40 minute boat ride. And then you get these boats out there. Look at this guy. This is the digs on the way. Nick, what do you think about the boat?
Good, not bad.
Good. I like it. We have made it to the humble abode. This is the downstairs. There is an upstairs, and we are right on the Delta water. Look at that. Now, it took us about 30-40 minutes by boat ride, depending on where you're gonna stay. It could be 15 minutes boat ride, it could be up to an hour and a half. There's properties all over this place, and it's out here. You can't drive out here. You can only get here by boat. So very different, very interesting, but we are in the Tigre, Argentina. Look at that. Boing. Look at this, guys. Picturesque. I mean, not the convenience that you would get in America, but for $150 a night between 5 people, I mean, no complain. You cannot complain. All right, well, first night in the Tigre done. I think I'm gonna be just spending one night here. My opinion, honestly, it is very, very relaxing. It's good to be near some water. But guys, you are out here. I do recommend, like, doing a, possibly renting a cabin with a group of friends, one night or 2 nights, and just doing it. I mean, hell. Any longer would be a little much, if I'm going to be completely frank and honest. There's not much to do, really. I mean, you're just hanging out. If you don't have your own boat, right? I mean, the only way to get out here is by boat. There are no roads. So I would say if you are going to do it too, make sure that the place that you're staying has Wi-Fi, has water, has air conditioning, especially if you're here in the summer, like January, February, March, right? But it is relaxing. It's very nice at night. The stars, the moon, the sky, it feels like you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere as well. So I'm sure you guys saw some of the drone shots. Like, it's just the river delta and nature, straight up. So it is pretty cool. Tigre, the city itself, like I said, we didn't explore a ton of it, but to be honest, it seemed kind of like any other normal city. So I actually think if you're going to come out to Tigre, spending a couple nights in a cabin is a good way to play it. So I'll sit here, wait for everyone else to wake up this morning and enjoy this coffee down by the water. So a little off topic from the Tigre itself, but how crazy is it that I'm here with a childhood best friend of 15 years, pretty much in the middle of nowhere in Tigre, Argentina. Like, we are in Argentina. We just finished our first night here and likely living today. Maybe we'll spend an extra night. We'll see. But I mean, literally. But that is the great thing about travel. Especially like I said, like one of my good friends, 15 years later, would we have thought that we would be sitting here in Tigre, Argentina, together, having memories and experiences? And that's the amazing thing about travel. That's the thing that I really like about it. He's very impulsive. I'm very impulsive. But at the same time, there's not going to be many friends or people that you meet where you can have these types of experiences with. We're in the middle of Argentina, enjoying a beautiful country, enjoying some time with some ladies and friends of ours here in Argentina, and getting the experience that you wouldn't really get anywhere else. So like back in Minnesota, we're used to being on lakes, and this is a little bit different, right? And it's still a relaxing experience, and an experience that travel is able to give you. So it's crazy. It's a good way to be, really grateful for having a good friend that I'm here to be able to experience this with. Being able to travel to Argentina because of the things I've learned and talk about on the channel. And so hopefully, if you've been on this Tigre vlog, that maybe you come out here, you spend a couple of nights with friends, or maybe you are traveling and you're nomadic, and this is an experience that you want to have, because no matter what, The experiences are what you should be grateful for. The opportunity to travel and see new places and create new memories, that's fun, it's enjoyable. So I'm just sitting here kind of reflecting on the first night in Tigre, and yeah, it's not like the most beautiful place in the world, but it's an amazing experience. It's a good memory to have, and to be able to have that with a good friend of yours is really cool too. 15 years later, who would have thought that we would be in the middle of Argentina and Tigre doing this? So pretty damn cool. Oh my God, I look burnt. We're making our way out of Tigre. Un noche. Good time. We have made it back to Tigre City, 45 minutes in front of the McDonald's, and now we're grabbing our Uber back. But if you guys want, you can either get your own private boat transport like us, or there's tons of Tigre boats that you can actually do an excursion or a tour on the boats. There's tons of them on the water, glass windows, lots of people versus a private transport. So you can pick that up anywhere in front of this McDonald's, from my understanding. I'm sure, right, they're not going to take you to your cabin if you have a cabin, but if you want to explore the waterways, have some drinks, then that's a good option. Here they are. People enjoying life. And so we'll call that on the Tigre trip. Good little experience for sure. I highly recommend it. If you guys do come here, you can come here for a day trip, but honestly, I would recommend 1 or 2 nights in a cabin, $100 a person, 4 or 5 people. Still fairly affordable. The boat side of things is I think it's $50 to $100 one way, depending on who you find and how you go about it. Of course, we had a couple of local Argentinian ladies who helped us out with that, so we didn't have to deal with that. Maybe you can do the same, but either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed the Tigre vlog trip. It was a good time, good experience in Argentina, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.